Hello. Today I am just going to speak openly about the Cambridge International Education music requirements when it does come to all the technology, namely CDs, CD players, CD-ROMs. We know that it is 2024. I'm wearing my 2024 earrings. And a lot of other subjects have already migrated into digital uploads, whether it be for language orals or any other type of uploads or things that Cambridge needs to physically see. Now, I know this is not possible for art, but it is possible for music. So we know that at IGCSE level, we need to submit audio recordings, and this will be for both performing and composing elements. So this means all practical work presented on your instrument or voice. For solo and ensemble work, that needs to be submitted as audio recordings as evidence, and then your compositions need to be audibly recorded or extracted as MIDI recordings from your music notation software program perhaps. That also needs to be submitted as audio evidence to Cambridge. Great. But why can't we upload this online? I do know that our Cambridge officer this year has digitally backed up stuff to a Cambridge site somehow. Great, but why can't we just do that? Because it does take a long time to now get these tracks ready for burning onto CD discs. The kids that we work with, they didn't even know what burning or ripping CDs mean. So I come from the 90s. So I know this, we can work with this technology, but it is cumbersome, it is tiresome, and added to all the admin, it is unnecessary. We know that at AS level, we do need to submit video tracks, so this has to go on DVD discs for performing, and then audio tracks, so CD discs for composing. And then at A level, whenever we need to submit something for extended performance, those are video recordings, a DVD disc. If we need to submit our research report based on our recital video, that has now also got to include tracks, audio tracks, to which you refer based on one of the pieces from your recital. And then you also have to snip these tracks because Cambridge doesn't want the full track. So now you have to go and snip all these things and also burn it physically onto blank CD discs, whereas you could just have a digital version of it, hyperlink it in the doc. There we go. So I am struggling a bit here to understand the reasoning behind this. I have been on certain Cambridge courses online and whatnot, asked these questions. Will it change a little bit in the future? And apparently there are things going in the pipeline, because it does seem that also on the marker side, the moderator side, they would also like these digital uploads. And also, since everything is going to England, I'm from South Africa, but I'm hearing that Europe onto this no waste type thing. You know that CDs are not recyclable, so what are they going to do with that? Just waste? Just let it sit there? So this is a bit interesting for me. So I do know that kids have fun creating these CD covers, and it's very beautiful. I have a few CD covers here. Very nice, very nice. Some plain, some more decorated, and I do have my CD-ROM here because, what do you know? Normal devices do not come with CD-ROMs these days. So we do have an external drive, and that's great, I can use it. But then there's another thing. When it comes to IGCSE, the listening paper, yes, there can be one CD player in the venue, or even digital uploads that can be played from some sort of device. So we have an MP3 file or files because we have CD1, CD2. When it comes to the IGCSE music listening exam, yes, the Cambridge Centre at which you are writing can decide how they want to do it, CD player or playing it from a device, maybe a laptop, a desktop, something that everyone listens to in the venue. That's great, perfect, no problem there. Then it comes to AS level, and here everyone needs their own CD player with earphones, because everyone needs to listen to the CD that Cambridge provides for them at their own pace, and they need to bring in their setwork CDs for section B, so that's 3 setworks in any given year, that, you know, they say unedited audio recordings on your CD, so 3 separate CDs for your 3 separate setworks. Okay, now you need to listen to this, but no one else in the venue should be hearing what you're hearing. You need to do the exam at your own pace, so everybody needs their own CD player. That's not realistic in this day and age. Yes, We do have good sites from which we can buy nice CD players. I personally do have a beautiful CD player that I bought just earlier this year, and I will use it as a backup for in case any of my students or any of the candidates at my Cambridge Centre has a problem with their CD player on the day. Because in years gone by and just recent years, CD players have backed up, given up, bombed up on the day of an exam, and that's not fun. And each candidate, whether there are 2 or whether there are 15 in the room, they each need their own CD player. Can't we change this some way, somehow? I don't know. So this is just me venting a little bit. I don't know if any other Cambridge music teachers have the same issue, problem. You know, when we are able to do sort of mock exams with IGCSE, that's great. Mock exams with AS students, if you maybe see them as homeschoolers and they sit one-on-one in your class, that's fine. They can maybe play it out loud, or we can play it from a desktop. But it is not practical with full-on classes or sets of candidates writing at an examination center. Everyone needs their own working device. What happens if the devices are not working? What happens if they don't have access to a device that needs earphones? What? So I don't know how we can go forward with this, but I just want to know, why can't we standardize things across certain subjects? If other subjects have already migrated to where they can do digital uploads, why can't we do this with music? Okay, why can't we? Just a question, because we do have the technology today to help us along with this, and then we won't be wasting, and we will be a little bit more friendly to the environment. So just putting it out there. If you do hear wind in the background, it is a very windy day in the Cape region of South Africa today. But thank you for hearing my woes. I don't know if any Cambridge music teacher, tutor or student may feel the same as me. Maybe I'm the only one, I don't know, but I would just like to know whether we are going to migrate into 2025 or whether we're going to stay a little bit stagnant regarding technology with our Cambridge music requirements. But that is it from me for today. I will be posting the IGCSE Music World Focus for the new year 2025 Chinese music video very soon, that will contain all of the information you need for your World Focus for 2025. I will also be making the separate videos for what IGCSE, AS level and A levels hold for 2025 regarding music, and I do hope that you have a wonderful rest of your 2024 and that you keep playing and studying music.